Alright, I'm back, and I got myself a haircut. Hey! Alright, we got some Chimay, and this is their Gran Reserve, so you can see Trappist ale, and it looks like we got a 11% down there on the bottom. So, let's see, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that, but we got it right there. Good shit, classic beer. I'm just going to grab the bottle opener off the brush display. Crack. Nice crack to it. Throw the bottle opener back up there. We'll grab our Omagong glass here. Pour that right up. I actually got this glass from a place called The Beer Shop, which sadly closed, but it was basically where I hung out from the age of 21 all the way till they closed, which I was probably like 25, 26. But yeah, spent many years there. So get a look at the color there. Very nice. Kind of a dark brown. And a slightly tan head. Oh yeah. It's just classic. Chimay, super classic. Hits the spot every time. You just can't go wrong with it. You just barely get a little bit of that alcohol, but other than that, you get fucking beautiful, like Belgian yeast. Great, like, dark fruit character. Not super high on the, like, raisin, but just that nice, like, candied sugar. Not candied sugar. I don't know, I'm fucking losing it. But it tastes great. Fuck it. Alright. I had a hankering for some Razorock Gold label. I don't know why I've been thinking about this lately, but I figured if I'm thinking about it, I want to use it, so I'm going to bust it out. This is a triple milled hard puck of soap, and it's going to last a long time, and it was only $6. So, super cheap, affordable, has a great scent, smells like Aqua de Parma Colonia Classic. Got it lathered up in the bowl right there. See, we got a nice looking lather, decent sheen on it. Lancaster Razorworks bowl. We got our Lutin Brushworks. Shout out if you remember Lutin. And this has the bloodwood on top and bottom and walnut in the middle. And you can see there where he used the electric bolts to scar the surface of the wood. Very fucking cool. And then just a no-name, no frills badger knot on top, which I've always enjoyed this badger knot. So that's what we're using today. I just had a hankering for some Razorock Gold label. I don't know why it was on my mind, but it's been on my mind the last couple days, so figured, fuck it, I might as well pull it out. So basically what I did was I threw the whole puck into my bowl. I loaded my brush off of it, and then once I felt like I got a sufficient load, then I took the puck out, cleaned it off, salvaged the soap that was still on the surface of the puck, and I put the puck to the side and then started working up the lather in the bowl until I got to a state that I appreciated. And that worked out just fine. I have used this once before, and it did a very good job. It's not like the craziest performing soap. It doesn't have like the most impressive look to it, but it gets the job done for super cheap. You think about $6 for a triple milled soap, cologne scent. It's a classic Italian citrus. You know, Agua de Parma is very popular. A little bit mature, but nevertheless very, very, very popular and timeless. So great scent. It's just the value of the Razorock Gold Label triple milled soap is just through the roof. And it does have activated charcoal in it. That's why the soap is like a dark shade of gray. And charcoal is actually good for like detoxifying the skin. And so where it might not be necessary, it's definitely not hurting anything. So I'll take it. Alright, we got a good looking lather here, so moving on. The scent strength on it is like a 4.5. It's just under medium. Very nice, classic citrus cologne type scent. A little bit mature. Think about what your dad might have wore if you're my age, or you know, maybe even like your grandpa might have wore type deal. Alright, we are using the EndGem Speed, which is a 3D printed mock-up of the EndGem Speed, or Ender's Speed I should say, razor. And this one accepts a gem blade, and you can see there I have it backed up all the way against the backstop. The spine of the blade is completely tucked in there, a wide open lather channel, which is badass, and it holds it by applying pressure downwards from the top there, and it doesn't move. It's rock solid, and you can see they kind of have some little ridges there to let the lather flow through a little bit easier. It's not entirely open comb, but it's kind of serrated a little bit. And then the 3 dots stand for the most aggressive offering. He has 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot. 3 dot is the most aggressive offering. And you pretty much just load it by slipping it most of the way in with your fingers, and then you could kind of like grab both ends with your nails and force it back. Easy enough, and it comes out easy enough too. You just lift up on the bottom of the blade and apply pressure outward. But it comes together very nice. So this is another one of those Roger Quintero designs, 3D printed shave gear, and I'm a huge fan of all of his fucking razors. His bowl, his stands, it just seems like his designs are top notch, man. So, and I'm using a gem Blue Star blade in it. I believe the Blue Star is stainless. And the Blue Star, I think, is commonly referred to as the worst gem blade. I've never had a problem with it. I think I agree that I like the other blades more. The Teflon coated PTFE blades, and even the Persona stainless. And then you have the ones that I get from my local Rite Aid, which are called Daylogic is the brand. It's just a house brand. But pretty much all the other gem blades, I do feel like they're marginally better. But there's nothing at all wrong with these Blue Star blades. They're comfortable. They get the job done. I know people, they tend to kind of care about the blade rusting in between shaves and whatnot. I don't care so much. I dry it off as the best I can and set it to the side until the next time I feel like using a gem razor. It's you know, I'll see a few rust spots along the blade, but as long as the edge is kind of, you know, untouched, I don't worry about it too much. Now you get a decent amount of blade feel with this. This is definitely a blade feely razor on the more efficient settings, but it doesn't feel threatening whatsoever. I think the safety comes from, you know, holding it at a very high angle. This kind of rides your face a little bit, creating just the right amount of angle. It's a very good design. Like I said, no issues with it whatsoever. Non-threatening, good amount of blade feel. If you enjoy that, that's nice. If not, maybe you use the level 1, but either way, it's an open-faced blade, so I think you're going to get a decent, efficient shave. Alright, going to gather some more lather out of the bowl. I did want to take time to shout out a couple channels that I've been watching and enjoying. So, I heard about a dude called Silky Creamy from multiple other channels on YouTube, and they were all saying really nice things about him and his channel. And I thought, what kind of name is that? It's a funny name in my opinion. But you hear it enough, you want to go check it out. So I went and checked it out, and real cool dude, man. The positivity vibes are fucking top rank, you know, like up there with people like Mel from BBS Live and Upfo with Shave Dave. Like the positivity is up on that level, like way up. And so really nice guy, cool guy, has a very nice collection of soaps and aftershaves products, you know. And he approaches his YouTube content entirely different from everyone else that I've seen. Like entirely different. He doesn't do shave of the days, at least he hasn't up to this point. But he basically sits down, grabs a tub of soap off the shelf or a product, and he basically starts going in depth about it. Let's look at the label. Very clean, classic label. It tells you everything you need right up front, but you know, it doesn't have much in the way of artwork, but all the details you need are right there. Let's take a look at the jar. Very simplistic jar, nothing going on there. Like, he goes into thorough detail. You know, let's look at the soap. Oh wow, look at that color, that's unique. Look at the surface, that's unique. You know, like he goes into detail of the packaging, you know, any little thing that the artisan might have provided or set them apart in some way. Then he breaks down the scent in his own impressions and then follows that up by doing it off of the maker's impressions. Just a really cool, different way of approaching content, and I really enjoyed it. Like, at first it was a bit different, and it wasn't the kind of content that I was looking for, but it was kind of one of those things where it's like, he's not the shaving channel that we knew we needed, or something like that. Like, I wasn't asking for content like this before Silky Creamy, but now that I have it, I can't imagine going back. Like, this type of content has to move forward from someone. And Sean's his name. I am in full support of his channel. Super generous. He's already reached out and offered me, you know, samples from his collection. You know, just full on generosity off the rip. Like, we barely
had any contact with each other, immediately started offering samples. Just so incredibly generous and cool.
And he followed through with it. It wasn't just talk. Like, samples have arrived. I haven't done a mail call video yet, but they have arrived. So very fucking generous. Just coming out the gate with positivity, unique content. And, you know, if you want a chance to win some free shit, Sean's done multiple giveaways in his short time frame as a content creator. So that's pretty cool. In fact, I'm pretty confident he has a giveaway either going or coming up soon as we speak. So definitely check out SilkyCreamy on YouTube and CreamySilky on Instagram. Same guy, just the name is kind of reversed on Instagram. And then Steve Shaves. I think I heard someone mention Steve Shaves, one of the other content creators that I watch. And I was like, okay, let me check this guy out. Again, good energy, seems to have a very good knowledge of his razors. And I watched some of his content, very knowledgeable. He did a somewhat unique shave as well, where he hopped in the shower, and I think the theme of the shave was like a nostalgia type deal, and he was talking about how he often shaves in the shower, traditionally, in a traditional way, and how he also like used to shave that way before, you know, shaving this way, and so he hopped in the shower, did a DE safety razor shave. You know, it was unique and it was cool, and you know, it's just something different, and I enjoyed that. And then another channel would be Subie Shaves, and I heard about him, I think from IMCDB, and Subie has got to be one of the most unorthodox shavers that I've seen today. Like, he's always tinkering and finding ways to use the razors that we all know and love in a whole new fashion. Like, using them in ways that nobody has ever thought of or even thought of thinking of. Like, so crazy. You know, modifying blades, double stacking blades, just weird shit, but cool shit. So Subie Shaves, definitely an interesting watch. Very positive and energetic as well. So kind of in the fashion of Melly Mel Shaves from BBS.live. And Melly Mel has a YouTube, of course, but we all know that. He's royalty. So then last but not least is Socially Bearded. Now this is another content creator that rocks a full luscious beard, very impressive beard. He takes really good care of his beard, and but he's a wet shaver as well, so he does the dome shave, cleans up the neck and cheeks, you know. Very cool. I definitely have been enjoying interacting with Socially Bearded on YouTube and on Instagram. He does a lot of live content. He cranks out a lot of videos, and really nice guy. Like, responded to comments, and he does more than just wet shaving. He obviously has some beard content, so if you're into that, but he does a decent amount of wet shaving content, and I have the feeling that he's like moving into the deep end of wet shaving. Like, he's like waist deep, and I feel like he's working his way further in.
At least that's the impression I get. Sorry if I'm wrong. But it seems like he's really enjoying the wet shaving, and he's going deeper. And so that's always cool to watch somebody's journey. So definitely check out Socially Bearded as well. Alright, let's get some aftershave on. I don't have the matching aftershave. So we're going to go with Holy Cause Cedrati in the aftershave toner formula. And we'll crack the cap. We got a nice industry standard restrictor there. This scent is based off of Mancera's Cedra Bois, which is a fantastic citrus woody scent. Oh, hell yeah. Now, the Razorock doesn't leave much in the way of skin nourishment. It has plenty of slickness to get the job done. You know, a fair amount of density, but plenty of slickness to get the job done. No problems there, performance-wise. Aftershave, you know, leaves a little bit to be desired, so a quality post-shave will wrap up a shave with Razorock nicely, and this one will definitely do that. So, before I go on too much further, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your week. We're almost to the weekend, so hang in there. Anyways, cheers guys. Love ya. Catch you on the next one.